Boom, welcome back to news. We're diving headfirst into a whirlwind of sports headlines that you absolutely cannot miss. Sir Jim Ratcliffe is singing the praises of Michael Carrick's excellent job at Manchester United, but is a permanent gig on the cards. Then, we've got the inside scoop on United's five-man shortlist for their next permanent manager. Who's in, who's out. Plus, Michael Carrick opens up about Morgan Rogers' surprising impact at Aston Villa. And get ready for a Joshua Zirkzee moment from Man Utd training that has everyone talking. Stick around, you won't want to miss a second of this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you're always in the know.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Sir Jim Ratcliffe drops a major hint about Michael Carrick's future at Manchester United. Things are heating up at Old Trafford, and the interim boss, Michael Carrick, has been doing more than just keeping the seat warm. Since taking over, he's overseen a serious upturn in form, snagging 6 wins out of his first 8 matches and leading the team to more points than any other Premier League side in that period. It's an impressive turnaround, especially after a recent stumble against Newcastle. Ratcliffe himself, speaking at the Chinese Grand Prix, couldn't hold back his praise, stating unequivocally, "He's doing an excellent job." Yeah, absolutely. This endorsement from a key figure like Ratcliffe has fans buzzing about the possibility of Carrick getting the permanent manager role. However, when pressed on the matter, Ratcliffe remained coy, shutting down speculation with a simple no, not going there. The focus remains on the crucial upcoming match against top-4 rivals Aston Villa, a game that could significantly impact United's Champions League aspirations. Fans are already rallying behind Carrick, with many calling for him to be given the job full-time. The team's recent performance under his guidance has reignited hope for a strong finish to the season and a spot in Europe's elite competition next year. Don't go anywhere, because the drama surrounding Manchester United's managerial search is far from over. Up next, we reveal the 5 names reportedly on United's radar if they decide to look elsewhere for their next permanent boss. Manchester United's managerial shortlist is out, and it's a star-studded lineup. While Michael Carrick has impressed immensely in his interim role, securing crucial wins and boosting the team's Champions League hopes, United's hierarchy isn't rushing to a decision. They've reportedly compiled a list of 5 top candidates to consider for the permanent manager position, should Carrick not be handed the reins full-time. This strategic approach comes from a desire to conduct a thorough recruitment process, acknowledging that Carrick's strong start, while promising, could still be a temporary surge. According to ESPN, the 5 names being considered are Julian Nagelsmann, Roberto De Zerbi, Andoni Iraola, Unai Emery, and Oliver Glasner. De Zerbi stands out as he's currently unemployed, meaning no compensation would be required. Speculation also surrounds Nagelsmann's availability after the World Cup and Glasner's departure from Crystal Palace at the season's end. United bosses are reportedly impressed with Carrick's calm demeanor and media handling, but the final decision will likely hinge on the team's performance through the end of the season. The club's hierarchy is clearly weighing their options carefully, balancing Carrick's current success with the long-term vision for Manchester United. Fans are eagerly awaiting news, with many hoping Carrick gets the nod, while others are intrigued by the caliber of managers on the potential shortlist. But before we dive deeper into the managerial hunt, we're hearing from the current interim boss himself. Stay tuned as Michael Carrick weighs in on a former player's surprising success at a rival club. Michael Carrick reflects on Morgan Rogers' meteoric rise at Aston Villa. Manchester United's interim manager, Michael Carrick, has shared his thoughts on Morgan Rogers, a player he managed at Middlesbrough before his move to Aston Villa. Carrick admitted he's been surprised and impressed by the young talent's rapid ascent and significant impact at Villa Park. When Rogers first joined Villa, Carrick wasn't entirely sure how the move would pan out, given the player hadn't seen much game time at Borough. He felt Rogers might have needed a bit more time to find his feet. However, Rogers quickly silenced any doubts, making huge strides and becoming a vital part of Aston Villa's team, even earning a spot in the England setup. Carrick highlighted Rodgers' incredible potential, noting his attributes like ball-carrying ability, versatility with both feet, creativity, goal-scoring prowess, and athleticism. While Carrick always saw the potential, he confessed that seeing Rodgers have such a profound impact has exceeded his expectations, and likely Rodgers' own as well. Despite the praise, Carrick humorously noted that coming up against him as an opponent will be a different story. Fans and pundits alike are taking notice of Rodgers' development, with many seeing him as a prime example of a player realizing his potential under the right guidance. Carrick's candid comments add a personal touch to the narrative of a rising star. Now, shifting focus back to Manchester United's training ground, there's a moment that's captured everyone's attention. Get ready to see a move from Joshua Zirkzee that has left a teammate absolutely stunned. Joshua Zirkzee's training ground magic has Man Utd teammates buzzing. As Manchester United gears up for a critical clash against Aston Villa, crucial for their Champions League qualification hopes, the intensity on the training pitch is palpable. In footage released by the club, Dutch striker Joshua Zirkzee showcased some incredible skill that has left his teammates, including Matthias Cunha, thoroughly impressed. United needs a win against Villa, especially after their recent defeat to Newcastle, and the squad appears sharp and confident. Zirkzee was the star of a 2-on-2 drill, netting multiple goals, including the one that clinched the session for his team. The celebration saw him mobbed by his teammates, with Cunha sharing a particularly warm embrace. Beyond his scoring, Zirkzee pulled off a silky turn that left defenders Benjamin Sesko and Diogo Dalot grasping at air, setting up an easy tap-in for Kobbie Mainoo. This display of flair and skill highlights Zirkzee's growing impact when given playing time, despite the team's lack of European competition this season. Even Diogo Dalot had his own highlight moment, fooling Mainoo with a sharp move that drew laughter from onlookers. The positive energy and visible confidence within the squad are exactly what United needs heading into such a pivotal match against Aston Villa. The players' camaraderie and individual brilliance on display are a promising sign for the team's ambitions. That's it for our detailed look at today's top stories. But before you go, we'll give you a lightning round recap and tell you exactly how to stay connected with us for all the breaking news. All right, let's do a super fast recap of today's massive sports news. Sir Jim Ratcliffe gave Michael Carrick a huge shout-out for his excellent job at Manchester United, but kept mum on a permanent role. We've got the inside track on United's 5-man managerial shortlist, featuring some big names. Michael Carrick shared his surprise at Morgan Rodgers' incredible impact at Aston Villa. And Joshua Zirkzee put on a show in Man Utd training, leaving teammates like Matthias Cunha in awe. Don't miss out on any of the action. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this. Subscribe to news for more exclusive updates. Hit the bell icon to get notified instantly. Comment below with your thoughts on these stories, and follow us on all our social media channels for behind-the-scenes content and live updates. We'll see you next time.